Good morning, everyone. It's gonna be a beautiful day outside. Might be a little hot, so be careful. Make sure you drink lots of water. Good morning, Caden, Paige, Michael, John, Sadie, Cody, Patrick, Zachary, Chloe, Kira, Ace, Logan, Halen, Kellen, Dominic, Spencer, Victoria, Raymond, RJ, Ree, Olivia, Nevaeh, Jenna, William, and Mikhail. All right, today is Measurement Thursday. All right, so today we're going to wrap up a couple other things that we've been talking about with measurement. So we had talked about liquid measurement, and we did some baking. We talked about weight, and now we're going to talk about length. Length and height are the same thing. Length is basically when you're measuring this way. Height is when you're measuring this way, okay? Now, in the U.S. measurement, we have inches, feet, yards, and miles. An inch is about 2 fingers. So if you put 2 fingers down, I'll show you. Here's Miss Burke's cool measuring tape. Put 2 fingers. It's about an inch. It's not exactly an inch because everybody has different fingers. But when you're just trying to get close and you don't have a tool, then you can use your fingers. 2 inches. Now the next one is a foot. Now you're like, well, I've got feet, Miss Burke. Yes, most people do have feet. And you could certainly use that, but my foot is very different than Victoria's foot, right? Or my foot is very different than RJ's foot. So when they're talking a foot, they mean 12 inches. So you should be able to move your fingers. 1, 2, 12. Now Miss Burke's foot isn't even a foot long. So I want to show you on here a foot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a foot, okay? In measurement. This is a foot that I have always attached to me. They are not the same thing. A foot, if you're thinking about it and you want to you don't have a tool, a foot would fit about here, your wrist, to your elbow. Now, once again, this is about, okay? It's not going to get you exact because everyone's different. But it's going to get you close. What's called an approximation. The next thing we're going to talk about is a yard. Well, a lot of you are now saying, a yard? Remember, Miss Burke has always said the English language is crazy. A yard is sure the thing that's outside. Yep. You have backyards, front yards. But a yard in measurement terms, in math terms, is 3 feet long. Now, if you were looking at, if Miss Burke was laying down and we were doing length, or we're doing height, I'm 2 yards. Which is 3 feet plus 3 feet. Let's see if we can get this. Just a yard. Right here. Oops. Right here. This is a yard. See? I put it on the ground. And then I would put another one, and there's Miss Brooks' 2 yards. Maybe some of you are a yard. Maybe some of you are a yard and a half. But a yard is another form of measurement. If I was doing measurement and I was trying to figure out how many yards, well, I could just use myself, and I'd lay down, and then I'd lay down again, and I could count by 2s, okay? Now, the last U.S. measurement I want to talk about is miles, okay? A mile is a long distance. They're talking about when we're measuring how far your car can go, or some of you can walk a mile. If we were talking miles that you would recognize, it would be from walking from Cottonwood, our school, all the way down that road to the pool. That is 1 mile long. From the school to the pool. Those rhyme. Yeah, from the school to the pool is 1 mile. So it's a long distance, okay? Now let's talk metric system. The United States does use metric system, but it's mainly in science and math and those kind of things. The people like just going to the store, they're probably going to use the US measurement. Okay, so metric measurement length, centimeters. Remember our little points that we have at school? The little squares? That across is 1 centimeter. Now, here's how Miss Burke likes to think of a centimeter. 1 pinky. Boop. That will get you an approximation. You can measure how many pinkies it takes to get all the way across something. And that would give you about how many centimeters it is. Okay, so pinkies for centimeters. Now, the next one is a meter. A meter is 100 centimeters. So a meter is 100 of these. So if we put about 100 cubes next to each other, we would have a meter. And on here, let's see if I can get you. So once again, this was the yard, remember, 3 feet. And a little bit farther is a meter. So a meter is only that much longer than a yard. So meters and yards are very close. But like I said, a meter is 100 centimeters. Now the last length of metric I want to talk about is a kilometer. We don't use kilometers quite as much as we do miles, but they're another long measurement, okay? Some of you may have ran in what's called a 5K. A 5K would be 5 kilometers. A kilometer is about 2/3. Oh, let's see, if I'm running 5K, that would be about 3.2 miles. So it's about 2/3 of a mile. It's not as long as a mile, but it's still quite long. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. And if I wanted to figure that out, then I could figure out how many centimeters a kilometer is. A kilometer is 100,000 centimeters. 100,000 of those. Long. But once again, not as long as a mile. But people often compare them. Centimeters are compared to inches, meters are compared to yards, kilometers are compared to miles. A centimeter, your pinky, 100 centimeters, and the kilometer is 1,000 meters. All right, so that's wrapping up measurement for first grade. Now we're going to go revisit our graph. Okay? Now our graph has changed. A graph, I like to think of it as a living document. A living document means it can change and grow. And our living document has grown and changed. So we see that we had favorite coffees, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Dutch Brothers. And down here, and it was in blue. Well, guess what? people, I got more information, so I had to add more to my graph. This is what's cool about graphs. You can keep adding. Well, Starbucks went up 1, Dunkin' Donuts went up 1, but Dutch Brothers went up 2 people. So now Dutch Brothers is at 11 and Dunkin' Donuts is at 16. Well, that means there's only 5 difference when before there was 6 more in Starbucks. So as more people like Dutch Brothers, there's going to be less difference. Let's go look at chicken. Chick-fil-A, Church's, KFC, and Popeyes. Look at this. Chick-fil-A got 3 more. Now Miss Burke made a little mistake on this one, but I just kind of crossed it out. And Popeyes got 1. KFC and Church's didn't change. Okay? Now let's look at favorite burger. In-N-Out, Five Guys, Whataburger, Fuddruckers. You can see I added, right? In-N-Out got 1 more. Five Guys got 2 more. And Fuddruckers got 1 more. So now, look at that. Wow. Five Guys and In-N-Out is very close to being the same. I would say this is, 12. And this one's 13. So if I went 13, there's only 1 difference. Only 1 more person likes In-N-Out. Now let's talk about your favorite frozen dessert. Cold Stone, Dairy Queen, Baskin Robbins, and Five Guys. Miss Burke. Sorry about that. That is Culver's. Well, Cold Stone didn't change, and Culver's didn't change. But Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins did. Now, Dairy Queen used to be 2 ahead. Well, with my change that I made, Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins are now the same. If I was to say which one had most, before we would say Dairy Queen, yeah. But now we have to say there are 2 that are most, Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins. So see how the more data, the more numbers you get, the more data, your graph's going to change. All right, I want you to have a fabulous Thursday and not get sunburned. Don't go wild and crazy on the sun. Maybe plant something. You guys could get some seeds at school. We have seeds at school. And you can plant something. Or maybe, there's flowers you can plant. Or you can even plant a pumpkin and grow your own pumpkin. Of course, it wouldn't be ready until Halloween. But then you'd have your own pumpkin for Halloween. All right. It's time to go. Bye now. See you tomorrow.